Hello everyone, and I'm happy to report that it is Friday afternoon, and as much as it's Friday, I have been feeling absolutely terrible. It is that time of the month, and it has just been kicking my butt today. So I have had the worst cramps. I just do not feel like eating, so I have been working from the couch, and that has been my day today. But thankfully, I got a tea made for me. I just went with my classic peppermint tea. Peppermint tea is always my go-to drink, but essentially I've been editing all morning long. I uploaded Vlogmas Day 2, and now I am editing the haul. So that's kind of what I've been doing today, but I wanted to start today's vlog because I purchased a little something last night that I wanted to show you guys. I actually purchased a coat, and obviously, as you guys probably know, I'm always very thoughtful about my purchases, and I'm always looking at my wardrobe and seeing what is missing, or perhaps what needs to go. And one of the things that I found myself missing was a long black wool coat. So I do have a like mid-length wool coat that I absolutely love, but this year I have been loving my long coats. As you guys may know, I have been wearing my Michael Kors camel coat non-stop. I fell in love with this kind of like oversized long fitting coat. And obviously, like, as the days would go on, I would find myself wearing black outfits and just finding myself wanting the same coat, but in black. And so after some shopping around, my mom actually ended up finding a beautiful wool coat at Aritzia. And honestly, Aritzia is one of the best places to go for wool coats, especially coats from Babaton. So you all may know, like, Aritzia is not just like one brand. They're actually composed of different kind of brands. So there's Babaton, there's Wilfred, there's TNA, and it's kind of, you could kind of describe it as a tier system. So there are certain brands that have kind of higher quality. Obviously the price points are going to reflect on that higher quality, and vice versa. So Babaton and Wilfred are probably the two brands that I could not recommend enough for wool coats. Yes, they're going to be pricey. In fact, I have a coat that I bought from Babaton. You can still buy this coat today. You could go into Babaton or Aritzia today and buy this exact coat that I bought like in 2013. Okay, they still have the coat and you can still buy it. I still have mine. I don't wear it anymore because I feel like it's a little bit out of date. I just don't wear mine anymore because, truth be told, I don't love short coats. That just goes to show how good of a quality these coats are. So yes, they're going to be expensive. They're about $300 to $400 a coat, but they are going to last you for years and years and years, especially if you buy a style that's going to be very classic and it's going to stand the test of time. So anyways, can't believe I just ranted. I essentially copied my mom and when she got hers, she brought it over and I tried it on, and I loved it. I loved the fit. It's not quite as thick and as heavy as my Michael Kors, which just means I might have to layer a little bit more, but it's obviously a wool coat, so it's still gonna be really nice and warm. And I fell in love with this coat. So anyways, I wanted to kind of grab it and show it to you. All right, so I've just come into the kitchen. I have my bag over there just to show you, and I still can't believe how dark it is in my apartment during the winter months. It is so disappointing. But anyways, let me grab the bag so I can show you. It's a big bag. It's like bigger than me. But I got... It's gonna be very hard to see because obviously it's a full-length coat. But as you can see, it is just a beautiful black wool coat. So this one is from Babaton, and I believe the name of this one is the Constance coat. Yep, so this is the Constant coat. I got mine in a size small, and I will show it to you just in a second. I will put it on and show it to you. Now, typically at Aritzia, again, for me, sizing is such a big thing, and I think the big thing with sizing is don't be afraid to deviate from your typical size. So if you're usually a small, don't be afraid to try an extra small or a medium or a large or an extra small, because it's not so much about the size, it's about how that certain item fits on your body and how you want it to fit. So if I were to have gone with my true size and probably how the coat should be fitting, I probably would have bought an extra small, but for this coat specifically, again, I wanted it to kind of fit a little bit like my Michael Kors. So I actually went with the size small, which means it's gonna be a little bit looser, still gonna look like it fits. I don't want my coat to look like it doesn't fit necessarily, at least for this one in particular. So I went with a size small, and that's, I think, the size that I found fit the best for the way I wanted the coat to look. So anyways, let me put some boots on and put the coat on, that way you guys can see what it looks like. All right, so here is the coat. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see a little bit more of the details. But again, it's just a black wool coat. This one is double-breasted, which some of them aren't. I personally do love a double-breasted coat. Again, it's a little bit looser up in the shoulders, so I'm wearing one of my like thickest knits, and that's kind of what I wanted to be able to wear this coat with, is really, really thick knitted sweaters. And as you can see, it is a nice long length. The moment I saw this and I tried my mom's on, I absolutely loved it. So if you're looking for a really sleek black wool coat, and I mean this one is great because of the silhouettes and the pockets and kind of all the details, you can dress this up. But you can just as easily pair this with jeans or leggings and a hoodie, and that's kind of what like I fell in love with about this coat. I think it's so sleek. And whilst I have the coat on, I want to say one more thing about wool coats. These things right here, okay, those two tags, those are tags, okay? That is not a fashion statement. So be sure to take them off your wool coats after you buy your coats, okay? You would never walk around with these things on your coat, so please take those off your coats. I remember I was in Aritzia once, and I can't remember if I was working there or if I was a customer or something like that. And essentially, a customer had asked the employee, like, oh, like, what do I do with these? Like, are you supposed to take them off? And I remember the Aritzia employee saying, oh, well, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's completely up to you. Like, some girls leave it on. It's a bit of a fashion statement. No, it's no fashion statement, okay? It is a tag. It's a tag from the manufacturer telling you the wool percentage and kind of what the coat is made out of and the brand. So take them off, okay, ladies? And if you have hubbies who have left them on, take them off. The other thing too is that at the back of your coat, there should be a little X in thread. Again, that's something that you want to cut off. That's just kind of something to keep the coat intact while it's being transported and while it's being hung at the store. So just a couple little details. But anyways, I love this coat. I'm very excited to wear it tonight, but I'm gonna take it off and keep chatting to you because I'm getting hot. You're currently on my cup of tea. But essentially, as I was saying, tonight we are going to Distillery District, finally. We have been wanting to go for some time now, and it's just the way that things have played out. We are going tonight. We are gonna go straight after work, and I think we're just gonna take transit there, or perhaps we might Uber there, I don't know. But I'm really, really excited because we get to go have good food. I think we're gonna go have some drinks at a restaurant, and it's Friday night after all. So I might end up having a glass of wine before I leave my apartment here and head off to Distillery District. I will absolutely take you guys with me and show you Distillery District because it is one of my favorite places in the city. It's so beautiful, and there's so many beautiful things. And I think right now they have a ton of different like little pop-up food shops. We all know I love food, so I'm very excited. I saw something about like deep fried cheesecake bites. Like, say no more. I will without a doubt be having one of those. My stomach will not be happy with me by the end of the night, but that's okay. So anyways, that's kind of the plan for tonight. I'm super, super excited. I will absolutely show you what I'm wearing as well. I know it's gonna be quite chilly tonight, and so I'm gonna definitely be layering up. So yeah, right now I'm gonna go edit a video, which I was supposed to be doing, but I felt like chatting with you guys today. So I am gonna go edit a video. I should probably have something to eat, although honestly, and tell me if any of you are like this, let me know. But sometimes on like that first day of my period, I feel so sick that the last thing I feel like doing is just eating. Like all day I've just been like, ugh. I'm just like, talk to me, I don't want to eat, I don't want to do anything. So anyways, let me know if you're like that, because that's literally been me today. I've been like teas, and I think I had like a banana and 2 eggs today. But anyways, I'm gonna go edit, and I will chat with you guys a little bit later.
When everything is white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night, it's Christmas. winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, family's near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh, what a bliss. A green red delight with glimmering silver wine.
We just got patatas bravas. I mean, they've got a little bit of a twist because they've got sausage on them, but... And those are them. It's from Spain, so all my Spanish followers will know.
Take me away, Christmas Day.
Everyone, yesterday we had the absolute loveliest time at the winter market. We walked around. It was pretty cold, but honestly I'm so glad we had bundled up. Like, we had layered up to face the cold, and I'm glad that we did, because after a while of standing outside in the cold, it does get pretty cold. So I'm glad we had layered up. But essentially, I don't think I described it, but the Distillery kind of Christmas market is just, you know, you get to walk around the Distillery district. There's a bunch of little pop-up shops, lots of Christmas lights, a beautiful lit up tree, and then obviously there's a bunch of little cute stores in there and little places to eat and stuff like that. So it's really nice to kind of walk around with friends and family and loved ones. So really cute place to go. It was a lot of fun. They had like a stand, which I think there was one clip of it where we were having poutine as well, but some of the little stands were serving like spiked hot festive drinks. So we were drinking like apple cider with like Jack Daniels, and I had a hot chocolate with Bailey's. It was so delicious, and I'm pretty sure they didn't have stuff like that in the previous years. I also have to say, I have a feeling this has to do with the fact that we have been in lockdown for so long, but I don't ever remember the Distillery district being so busy during like the Christmas market. Like, it was just packed, like to the brim. So that's gotta be kind of like my only downside to it, was that it was just like incredibly busy when we went. But you know what, we still had a great time. We did try to get a seat at one of the restaurants in the Distillery district, and it was gonna be like a 2-hour wait, and we ended up at Trattoria Nervosa, which is one of my favorite restaurants in the city. So we just ended up having risotto there. We had gone, I think last week we went with one of my friends and his sister to celebrate her birthday, and so I tried the risotto, and it was like a mushroom risotto, and it was so good that we just had to go back to order it again. So we both ordered the risotto last night, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And then pretty much when we got home, we had eaten so much that we crashed. Like, it was like a food coma situation. But today I'm really excited because we are going shopping. So we are going to the mall. We are gonna spend the day there. We're meeting actually up with my mom and dad. I haven't seen them in like a week, which feels so long for me. But yeah, we're gonna go meet my parents there, just have a really nice chilled out day, and then we come back. We're probably gonna cook dinner and watch some Christmas movies, which is gonna be really nice. But what I wanted to come on here and chat to you about is a new purchase that I made. So I don't know if I've talked to you about this, but I was essentially searching for some new boots, and you guys will know that I have my Valentino boots, but I wanted a pair of boots that looked the same or very similar to my Valentino boots, but did not have a heel. So I wanted something that was going to be flat, that was going to be extra comfortable to walk around in, because my Valentino boots, and that is something about my Valentino boots, is that they are one of the most comfortable heeled boots I have ever owned. Okay, I have walked like miles and miles and miles in those boots. I have walked probably upwards to 6-7 hours in those boots, and only then do my feet start to get sore. But what I wanted was a pair of boots that still looked like beautiful and classy and timeless and kind of a little bit dressy, but were not heeled. And I was kind of browsing for almost like a riding boot style, but I wanted something that, you know, was going to be really wide through the leg. I didn't want anything that was kind of tight to my leg. I just wanted it to be comfortable. I also wanted it to be a boot that I could wear with leggings, and not all boots go with leggings. So my Valentino boots, because they're a little bit dressier, I would just never wear them with leggings. It may be leather leggings, and I was on Farfetch every single night. I was on like every other online retailer you could think of, searching for like leather boots, and anyways, finally found them. Okay, I had contemplated them for about 2 weeks because I was so afraid that they were going to be the wrong pair, and needless to say, I ended up loving them. So let me sit down with you and show you these new boots. All right, so pardon my hair, by the way, today. My hair is not cooperating today, so we're just kind of letting it live its best life. But essentially, the boots that I got are from Fendi. This is actually a brand that I've never necessarily kept an eye on. I think a lot of the times their stuff is quite logo-y, which I have nothing against. I don't mind their logo. I think it's quite minimalistic, and I happen to quite like their color palettes. I think a lot of their colors are like browns and beiges, which I really, really like. I also love this like riding kind of style look that Fendi has to a lot of their things. So to be honest, Fendi is a brand that I would love to explore more of, just because I think that my style resonates with quite a bit of their items, and as I've been browsing more and more from them, I realized that I quite actually like a lot of the things that they have. But anyways, let me show you these boots. The boots that I got are the calligraphy leather boots. So this is what they look like. They are just a very simple, minimalistic black leather boot. The only kind of logo situation is here, and as you can see, it's so minimal. And one of the things that I love about this style of boot in particular is that it's got this beautiful kind of detailing here, where the outside of the boot is actually taller than the inside. The leg part is quite wide. In fact, I would say it's a lot wider than most other boots. So many women struggle with this. If you have wider calves or wider legs, I would highly, highly recommend checking this style of boot out, because to be honest, the circumference is significantly bigger than most of the boots that I have. And I'm not sure why more companies don't make boots that are like a little bit wider. But again, I love how sleek these boots are. Another thing that I often will look at is how wide this part of the boot is. For me personally, the wider this part is, the more flattering that it's going to be on your leg. Sometimes boots will have this be really, really tapered, and then this be really, really wide. And just from personal preference, I don't necessarily love how that looks on my leg. And so anyways, the moment I saw these, I fell in love, and I was really excited to show you them, because I know that so many of you love that kind of like classic, sleek, minimalistic look to your fashion, and I have yet to see anyone talk about these particular boots, and I'm just in love with them. I think they're so beautiful. I did wear them yesterday, and the leather was just so incredibly stiff, which to me is not a bad thing. I think oftentimes with really high quality leather, it can be quite stiff. You just need to give it a little bit of time to kind of break in and soften up. And so I did get a couple blisters with these boots, just here on the heel, and that's about it. But again, that I just think has to do with how stiff the leather is. But even after wearing them for half a day, I could already tell that they were a lot softer than when I first put them on. But anyways, I'm gonna put these on so I can show you them. And I'm so excited because I think you guys are gonna love these. All right, so these are the Fendi boots, and I just couldn't be more in love with these boots. I just think they look so sleek, so smart. So anyways, that's what the boots look like, and I'm also gonna show you what I'm wearing today because I quite like it. This sweater is from H&M, which is insane. The quality does not feel like it would be from H&M. In fact, I actually got this sweater intending it to go in my kind of holiday lookbook haul, and I just ended up taking it out because it didn't feel like it was necessarily like a holiday piece. But I did keep it for myself because I love it so much. It does have these kind of slits on the side, which I think make it super flattering. I can wear it with or without a belt, but today, since I'm going out, I thought I would dress it up a little bit with my new Dior belt. And then these are just my Lululemon leggings, which again, some of the best leggings in my opinion. And so yes, I'm just wearing this with Lululemon leggings. And one of my tricks to kind of wearing leggings outside of the house, because truth be told, I'm not a huge fan of wearing leggings outside of the house, but one of the things that I love to do when I do wear them outside of the house is to kind of always ensure that my bum is covered. I just feel like that makes it a little bit dressier, a little bit more kind of just put together. And so that's kind of always something that I tend to keep in mind if I am wearing my leggings outside. So maybe just have a longer sweater or a nice long shirt, or even a blazer to kind of just cover everything up. And I think it looks so much classier than just kind of like a pair of just leggings. But anyways, I just wanted to show you these boots because I think you guys are gonna love them, and I love them, and I just think they look so beyond beautiful. Anyways, I really hope you guys love these boots as much as I do, and I will leave them linked in the description box below for you. I also do want to mention that I did go down half a size in these boots. I typically wear 37 in boots, but with these ones in particular, I went down to 36.5. They are a little bit looser, kind of all around, to be honest. The leg part is quite loose, and I also found that the length of the boot and the width of the boot are quite a bit bigger than most brands. So just bear that in mind. Perhaps consider going down half a size, or if you just want to kind of wear thicker socks throughout the winter with your boots, then just go with your normal size. I don't think it'll make like the biggest difference in the world. But that's just kind of something to bear in mind. But yeah, I am right now gonna go finish to get ready to head to the mall. I'm really excited to see my parents. I miss them a little bit, not gonna lie. And so yeah, I'm really excited to do that. And I will also be taking you along with me, but that'll be in next vlog, okay? So yeah, anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I was so happy to be able to share kind of my Christmas market experience with you. But anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah.